listening.
What's up, guys? It's your boy doobiedukesims here again, and today we're going to talk about how to be a good bandmate. So this is an important thing to have in your arsenal of understanding, is that you're in a band with other people, and in order for your band to be successful, people got to get along. It's one of the most important things to having a good time, which is what you want to do, right? To make good music, which is what you want to do, right? And be rocking shows, right? Which is what you want to do, right? So those things, to keep a band together, you have to be a good bandmate. How do you be a good bandmate? What are some of the things that does it take to be a good bandmate? So I'm going to give you some of my experiences in that. So being a good bandmate really comes down to you being in your center. If you're not centered in your shit, if you're angry, or if people pissed you off, if you're pissed off, if you didn't eat, or you didn't smoke, or you didn't, just for whatever reason, you're not fucking in your center, then you're going to treat people a certain way. And certain people are going to feel that energy, and they're going to treat you a certain way. You're going to have a dynamic. So in a band, you have dynamics. The more people you have in the band is the more dynamics you have. Shinobi Ninja, 6 people. It's a lot of dynamics. Some bands got 3 people, right? Nirvana, trio type of vibe. King's X, the mighty King's X, 3 guys. So only 3 guys gotta get along. Bigger bands, some bands have fucking 8 dudes. You gotta have 8 dudes fucking get along. 9 dudes, big fucking bands. So the more band members you have, the more people that need to get along. More dynamics between this person and that person. The bass player and the drummer, or the guitar player and the DJ, and the fucking singer and this and that and that and that. Everybody's got to get along. And so in order to do that, you got to be in your fucking center vibe, right? So it's important that you're centered. When you come into the situation, you come into your band rehearsal, you come to your show, you come to your writing session, your recording session, that you're in your most proper center. Now, how do you do that? Well, that a lot of that comes with maturity. The more mature we are as people is the more we understand that our energies affect other people. When you first start a band, you could be super young, you could be mature already. However you come into the band is how the band is going to be. I had to learn a lot of lessons in being a band for 10, 11 years at this point. Just being fucking like a young person, just like understanding that I was wilding. Like, cats be wilding. I'm wilding. This person's wilding because we young and wilding. You know what I mean? And it takes time to get through all the young and wildiness. I mean, I still be wilding. I'm still young, but I've been around the circle enough time to understand that, like, my energy affects other people and other people's energies affect me. So that's important to understand. If you don't understand that your energy affects other people, then you're living in a bubble. And it's going to be very hard for your band to be successful. It's the all you show. Whatever the fuck is happening with you is rad. It's all about you. I'm not happy. I'm happy. Who gives a fuck about other people? That doesn't work. You need to find out, how's your bandmates doing? How's your bass player feeling? How's your guitar player feeling? Where's everybody at? You have shared goals and shared aspirations and dreams. So in order to achieve those things, you all got to be driving in the same direction. You can't have one person want to go that way and you want to go this way and that person want to go that way. You'll never fucking move. Everybody has to go in the same way, which means you have to have communication. And the communication is key to success. In any business, in any relationship, in any dynamic in life, communication is the key to success. How do people know how you're feeling? You have to use your words. That's what we have as people. We have our gestures. Happy, sad, smiling, whatever your gestures are, people could understand it. The words don't have to match up, but your words are just the things that we hear. So if I say, hey man, I didn't like when you did this, and this, I can understand. And how you use your words, how we control our emotions, how we can utilize our emotions from positive. If we let our emotions take over ourselves, then our communication is not going to be there. And the thing about communication is a two-way street. So you could be talking, yap, 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 yap. If nobody's listening to you on the other side, it's not communication. You're just fucking throwing up at the mouth. You know what I mean? So people have to be accepting of what you're saying. You have people that are talkers and people that are listening, and people that are talkers here and then people are listening here. So it's a two-way street. Everybody's got to hear what you're saying. That's the most important thing about being a bandmate, is speaking, saying what's on your mind, expressing yourself, but then also listening. You got to listen to how other people feel. What are they saying? What do they want to express, so that we can come together? And because being in a band is a compromise. It's not just a me show. I'll write the songs, you guys play my fucking songs. That's it. That's not a band. You know what I mean? That's a whole different vibe. If you're in the band with Prince, the band is called Prince, right? If you're the Revolution, awesome. You're the Revolution. If you're in a band called Prince, it's the Prince Show. Whatever the fuck Prince says. But if you're in a band and it's fucking Metallica or some shit, and you gotta listen to Lars, and you gotta listen to James, you gotta listen to Kirk, everybody gotta fucking get along, you know, because we're all going in the same direction. So that's important. The other thing you're going to need to do as being a good bandmate is to be there for your band members. Recognize when people need your help. Recognize that you have a value that you can bring to people. Let me help you. That has nothing to do with band shit. Oh, you're moving? Let me help you move. Oh, you need something to eat? Here, B. Here's $10. I got you. You know what I mean? Like, those things go a long way. Like, I'll never forget the meals that people bought for me when I didn't have money. Yo, I got you. Don't worry about it. Yo, like, that meant a lot to me. And so you have to give that back. You have to pay that forward. People help you. You have to help people. You know what I mean? In bands and just in life, you know, we always have these blessings. And the more we focus on the blessings, the more blessings we're going to have. But when we receive, we must give again. And to give, to receive, it's a yin and a yang. You know, we got to do both. So to be a good bandmate, it's not just about the music. It's not just about the songs and the band. Okay, we made an album, rad. You know, you got to give to those people. How are those people doing in their life? What do they need? Can I help you? You know, Questlove says something great about the Roots, that they would make time to just go to the movies. You know, just going to the movies is large. I remember being on tour with Shinobi and we saw Jackass 2.5 for whatever reason. You know, Baby G did not want to see that shit, but, you know, us dudes, we were like, yeah, we're going to go see Jackass. So it was like one of them off days, and we went and we saw Jackass, and it was gnarly, you know what I mean? And Baby G didn't really want to see it, but, you know, we all had that time together. We got to watch Jackass. So anytime Jackass comes on, I always think about being in that theater. We were probably the only people in that theater, whatever small talent was. And doing that, you know, going bowling with the bands. Like, I have so many great memories of bowling with them, you know what I mean? We played bowling alleys, and we were bowling. Just like those type of camaraderie things, like building camaraderie, building experiences, sharing experiences, understanding that nothing lasts forever, not even the fucking Rolling Stones. There'll come a time when the Rolling Stones don't exist anymore. You know, so you gotta appreciate the fact that you have a band. You know, that's a blessing, you know what I mean? To be able to make 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 albums, amazing. To have a career, amazing. Like, these are just like such a blessing. So appreciate the fact that you have a band and that you have bandmates, and then respect the fact that you have those. Just like you got your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you're happy that you have that person, right? You don't treat them like shit. You don't treat your mom like shit. You don't treat your dad like shit, and you don't treat yourself like shit. So don't treat your bandmates like shit. If people need help, pick up their instruments. You know, bring their amp up on the stage for them. Do the little things, the things that are appreciated. You know, people will see that and they'll reciprocate that. And then you have a good fucking flow going with the band. You know what I mean? Get this good bandmate shit. You know what I mean? It's on some Mr. Rogers shit. Like, so happy that you're my neighbor. Hi, neighbor. Thanks for coming by. You want something to drink? How many times you went to somebody's house and their mom was like, are you hungry? There's nothing better than moms feeding you. You know, being a great bandmate is like, you get to feed people. You get to give them your positive energy. So these are some of the experiences that I've experienced in being a band for so many years, and the importance of being a good bandmate and how to be a good bandmate. Things that you can do and how much that will affect the longevity of your band, and the music that you create, the art that you create will be born in that. The positive vibes that you have in the studio, creating the creative process, not being so hard on the creative process. We all have to learn that and grow from that. You might have your songs, you have your things, but you gotta let go. You gotta leave room. The mighty Quincy Jones said, go into the studio 40% prepared or 60% prepared and leave 60% for magic. You gotta leave the space for the magic, because the magic's gonna happen when you don't have it all planned out and you have that good energy and people can bounce ideas and you come up with rad things. So, being a good bandmate, #1 on the list. Keep rocking. doobiedukesims here. Follow me on all social medias. Subscribe to Shinobi Ninja YouTube and put any questions that you have in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them for you guys. Peace. Brap, brap, brap. Brap, brap, brap. Boom, boom, boom. Chrap.